about Tyson Alexander? Birdie's on 11 and 12. This from off the 14th. Oh, up and in. Up one to the 7th. Eagle chance for Hayden Springer. Nicely done.
Players feasting on the 7th today, playing downwind, really short par 5.
Well, Seamus Power. This was early in our broadcast day on the 7th. Power at the par 5 and flagging it. First look from behind the tee at the par 3 16th. James Hahn.
Wind is in, out of the player's right, trying to draw it over there to it, but if it rides it, there's trouble. Oh,
what a beauty. Up on the 9th, Kevin Tway.
It's a difficult second shot today, kind of down off the left. It plays some 10 yards uphill, but he had a big tee shot and just flipping a wedge in.
There is Brandon Wu on the 11th, uphill birdie putt. Hoping to get to 2 under par. Cashes it in.
Get a nice little respite from the wind. The 11th green sits down in a little hollow, so if you hit it close, you know you got a good chance to make it.
Ahead on the 9th.
Bit of an awkward angle from this left rough. Downwind, not a lot of room to work with on that green.
Oh, nearly oops it.
With this wind direction, guys are able to just send driver over a cross bunker and flip wedges up here, playing much easier than the normal breeze. Pretty much on the number and had that great weekend to finish T20.
He's always played with a lot of energy and belief, and that's a beautiful birdie up the hill here at 9. So special, all the memories, remembers all the shots so clearly. This would be a beautiful birdie after double at the previous night. Nice bounce back.
Tour membership would be fully exempt. Vegas airborne with his approach on 9.
Guys are having no issues whatsoever from that left rough. Greens are holding.
Hughes, 10th fairway. That is spectacular.
Exactly.
Vegas money.
It's all about in these conditions leaving yourself in the right spots to putt. You saw where the Camilo was fine.
Kick in birdie for Hughes on the 10th.
Yeah, it's nice to pay off that good wedge shot. You can see he's not taking short putts for granted. You have to make sure your balance is right. You can't just go up and tap stuff in these conditions. Pretty favorable wind for the shot too, Tripp, isn't it?
Yeah, just straight down.
Willie.
And it checks. That's beautiful. Well done right there.
Pretty shot by Camilo. Vegas eagle putt on the way at 10.
Yeah, very straight at the end. Oh my, he was expecting that wind to push that back. He did apologize to the group in front. It was kind of a mixed review. A few of them said it's all right, and one or two of them wasn't all that happy. But he's happy with a 3 nonetheless.
I wouldn't want a Jhonattan Vegas tee shot landing on any part of my body when I was on the green. That would hurt.
You know, opposite that. So he's got to counteract that and maybe make this putt straight. Or do you just do that?
I mean, every putt he hits, it either goes in or it looks like it's going in. It's remarkable on many different
That's what
surfaces.
the good putters do.
10th green, Villegas.
Breaking to his left. There we go. Got one going.
See if he can find some of that magic from a year ago on the back 9.
And former winner here of the Houston Open, Lonto Griffin, ramming that one in. So a pick up at the 10th for Griffin.
With his shot shape, should be really good. A little helping out of the left. This is low and looks pretty good.
That's 2 in a row, really nice wedge shots. Just what he needs. Needs to get under par. Just get under par for the day. Go out tomorrow morning, and you feel like you've got a chance to get in this thing.
May have been fooled by McNeely's, but I think Maverick didn't hit his ball very good. Just 98. This has got to go just a touch.
That's perfect. Now up the hill, much easier putt than if it gets another 5 paces into the green.
Christo Lamprecht.
Guy absolutely moves it off the tee. Georgia Tech yellow jacket, unfortunately. Well, that was rude.
Rude that didn't go in.
With some pace.
Buckets.
Good read, Trip.
Slow putt for Mackenzie Hughes on 12.
Yeah, the wedge shot was dancing all around the hole, but spun it all the way back to the front. But everything looks pretty easy for this man on putting greens.
I would say so. He walked that in. The thing was 6 feet out when he started walking it in.
From right here in Bermuda, lived off the 4th hole growing up at Port Royal. Very familiar with this course, and he knew right away that was dead center.
Give the crowd what they want on the 18th, Kamiko. Let's go.
Back-to-back birdies on 17 and 18.
If you keep a wide backswing, it's really easy to shallow the club properly. Boy, this is nice right here.
Whew.
How about that action?
50 yards right there. This is a good one too.
That's really well done. We saw the difficulty Seamus had. Those are 2 excellent shots from similar location.
At the 10th, this is 28-year-old Trace Crow. Won last year on the Korn Ferry Tour, the NV5 Invitational.
Lives in Charlotte, North Carolina now. Played his college golf at Auburn, and I've played a few rounds of golf with him back home in Charlotte. That's where I live, and he is a baller.
14th green, Shelton. His reaction will tell us that was good. How about Miles Russell? Remember the teenager, 15, made a cut on the Korn Ferry Tour, finished T20 earlier this summer.
Made a run at the cut at Rocket Mortgage as well in Detroit earlier. I look at him as my son's age. They're contemporaries. I can't imagine what my son would be doing playing in a PGA Tour event. Incredible composure.
Up ahead on the 15th, Springer for birdie.
Any birdie putt on the 15th is a good birdie putt. Oh.
And just 119. Oh, this is nice and low, just left of the hole. If it's the right distance, this will be good.
This ball strike is starting to look really good on this back 9, Johnson. Vegas, this is a par putt on 14 after that tee shot found the bushes, had to take a drop.
They just go a little bit right on him at the very end. Wow, heater continues.
Oh, that fist, you don't see a fist pump with a par putt too often. For birdie.
In the primary cut, it's not much rough, but it's hard to get the club on the ball cleanly and get the correct distance. Looks like he's done a good job of it.
I'll say. Prediction of no one getting a 6 or lower is looking pretty good right now with how windy it is. Springer.
Well, we had so many guys get off to a great shot. So many guys get off to a hot start on that front 9. And
Rafa Campos on the 13th.
This is the putt we've seen a lot of people struggle with the speed. It's up for the first part, and then the last 5 feet, 6 feet downhill. Everybody running it by. But not Rafa Campos. Wow.
Running it right in. The young amateur, Miles Russell, on 12.
I think this is a nice fit of a golf course for him. Not overly long. Doesn't feel like he has to get overpowered by the other players. Really just have to.
Springer, 18th fairway.
Up the hill. Big backstop behind it. Just don't want to come up short of this flag. That should feed down a little bit closer. Didn't get quite high enough, or did it? Well, maybe somebody will get to 6 under par, George.
It's a throwback for sure to see these guys on a course that measures 6,828 yards and 6 under.
Thanks for watching the PGA Tour on YouTube. Watch another video right here.